While we wait for a Kevin Durant trade, we had another blockbuster yesterday. The Grizzlies sending Desmond Bane to the Magic for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, and 4 unprotected first-round picks and a first-round pick swap. Bane is one of the league's best three-point shooters, which was an issue for Orlando just last year. And it is great to have one of Desmond Bane's new teammates with us now, Magic guard Jalen Suggs. And Jalen, thank you so much for being with us here on SportsCenter. First, how did you hear about the big trade yesterday? Because I know sometimes you guys are like, we learned like you through X or through Instagram. How did you hear about it?
I had the ESPN fantasy notification pop up on my phone, and then a couple of minutes later, I got a call from Jeff. So that's how I took in the news. A good start to my day, but was very excited. Having a player of his caliber come in, and it's been a while, and the Grizzlies have had their turmoil, but they were just battling with Steph, Clay, Jordan Poole, Draymond, and Steve Kerr, and he was a big part of them staying in that series and keeping the Grizzlies playing good basketball over the past couple of years. So excited to get around him and spend some time with him, and like I showed him, I texted him yesterday morning and said I'm excited to start this championship journey with you.
Listen, speaking of a championship dream, the Magic haven't won a playoff series since 2010. It has been a minute. How does Desmond Bane get you guys to your ultimate goal, which I'm sure is not only winning a series in the playoffs, but a championship, like you mentioned?
Yeah. Bringing another dog onto our roster, man. Everything that from what I've seen, playing against them and hearing from people, who have been around him, his mentality is elite. And, not only that, you can see his shooting ability, has been top in the league the past couple of years. His ability to play off the catch, you know what I'm saying? Another versatile ball handler, that gives us down the line, we can play 1 through 4, even 5 with Dell. Everybody kind of with the ball in their hands, making plays and being active and aggressive off closeouts. So, I think bring him in, not only with his physical attributes, but his mindset will be a huge boost for all of us.
No doubt. We'll be excited to pay close attention to that. Look, in addition to being on a team in the news, you got some deep connection to the NBA Finals. I'm sure your phone's probably blowing up left and right because Tyrese Haliburton is your cuz. What's it been like for you watching him on this stage?
It's been really dope. I've known Reese since I've been really young, man. 4th grade, 5th grade. I've been around him and watching him hoop. And just to see him get to this stage, it's been amazing. Not only him, but Andrew over there in Indiana as well. I spent a good time with him, and then obviously Cheddar Bob, we've been together ever since I can remember. And so seeing these guys, perform on this high of a stage, for me, really makes it feel attainable. These are people who I've grown up with, who I've seen, and I think our processes have been very similar in how we've gone about, managing and maneuvering, the journey that is, the NBA and growing up here. And, for them to be there, living out that dream in real time, the biggest takeaway for me has been this is possible. They're showing me it's possible and, ready to, be in their shoes.
That's some good perspective, and obviously probably building a little bit something for you as well to continue to watch this. Look, Halliburton's hit a few clutch shots in these playoffs. You have one of the more, let's call it, iconic buzzer beaters in college basketball history. I don't know if you can see this right now. You beat UCLA in the Final Four with a 3 from just inside half court. I remember it like it was yesterday, Jalen. Take us through a buzzer beater. The moment it happens, leading up to it, how you feel afterwards. Obviously, you're elated there. Just take us through that moment.
Yeah, game winners are special, man. It's something that I think every hooper, in the world has practiced, after practice or, messing around just with the ball in your hand, shooting on whatever hoop you're at. You work on these moments, when you picture yourself taking these shots and making these shots. And so when they become a reality, it's really cool, man. A lot of raw emotion and expression comes out. And, to see the big shots that Reese has been hitting, constantly again and again, each round, it feels like as they get to that point in the game and he gets the ball in his hands, it's now normal, for him to get the shot, take it, and make it, which is really dope. So seeing his progression and, his clutch gene really come into factor this playoffs has been dope.
Yeah, it's been really cool to watch the evolution. But look, I know you talked about your connection to the players on the Pacers side, but you got another connection on the Thunder side as well. Grew up playing alongside Chet Holmgren in Minnesota. What has stood out to you about the way he's played?
I thought he's done great. It's been really cool seeing him be in this position, especially coming off of injury, the hip injury. That was, I know how hard that was on his mental, and I know how hard the PT process is, and this is exactly what he was working for. Chet's a winner, Chet's a competitor at the highest level, and he wouldn't want to be playing at any other stage. So not only has it been great to see him, on TV, playing, peak basketball right now, but also getting to spend some time with him, you know, being up there in games 3 and 4 and being able to pick his brain, you know, see where he's at mentally and make sure he's all the way dialed in, you know, for what he's got to do this series has been really cool for me. So, yeah, just seeing my guys shine on the biggest stage makes me happy. And, yeah, I'm enjoying watching some good hoop right now, as the rest of the world is.
I have no doubt. I'm sure it's all feel good all around. Hey, I know you're in Chicago right now. Someone else I know is also in Chicago. That would be your girlfriend, Haley Van Lith, plays for the Chicago Sky, the WNBA. Put up 16 points in a win yesterday. What's it been like watching her in her rookie season in Chicago there?
It's been really cool. It's made me become very reflective, you know, on my rookie year and my journey throughout, you know, my own path in the league. And watching her take it on has been motivating as well, honestly. She's, I think, one of the purest competitors that I've ever met, I've ever been around. And she pushes me to, you know, embrace that side of, you know, myself as well. You know, but seeing her maneuver, just being a rookie, seeing a new situation, new team, different pace of basketball, and being a pro in all her moments has been really cool. And us bouncing off of each other, I think, has been great for both of our growth. So
I love it. Jaylen, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate you joining us here on SportsCenter.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Indiana Pacer Tyrese Haliburton.